so today we're going to be talking about nuclear power plants and all the negative effects these power plants cause. So we're going to start off with the risks that include the safety concerns for our workers who do work in the nuclear power plants. So every day these workers who are exposed to harsh chemicals and radiations have to wear these heavy material and suits in order to protect themselves over time from getting that radiation into their systems. A lot of this information that you can find that explains the chemicals and the radiation that does beam into your body and exactly how long it takes can be found under the websites of the National Cancer Institute, the EPA, United States Environmental Protection Agency, or the World Nuclear Association as well. A lot of those websites have very good details and specifics of the statistics of how workers every day have to deal with the thought of radiation and the harsh chemicals coming from these nuclear plants slowly entering into the system, and what is the long-term effect once it takes over into your body and what it does to you. Then also we're going to move on to the adverse public opinions for health concerns such as sickness and death, the radiation that causes diseases and cancer. We're going to talk about really what does it do to you. So as you can tell, and this also goes with the topic of the numerous unresolved waste sites. So some of the examples in the pictures, the plume, the fumes, and all that, with diseases, death, and cancer being a concern for us every day, and these nuclear waste sites, fuming into the air, that really brings out our concerns because not only are these workers having to breathe it, but they have the protection necessarily to protect themselves from it. People who live near these waste sites and these plants don't necessarily have the protection from it because they don't have the mask, they don't have the heavy hazmat suits to wear, right? And then moving on, we're going to also talk about how it's non-renewable sources. So some of these chemicals that these nuclear power plants produce, they are pulling sources, right? They're pulling sources to make these fumes and everything. Some of these are non-renewable sources, which is very harmful for our environment. And our environment is very important to us. It gives us oxygen, it helps us live, it grows our food and everything. So with that being very harmful to our environment, along with the nuclear waste sites, we really want to care about our land and about our environment. But going back to the concerns for workers working in it, you also have that concern for those who live near it. Here's an image of a town after a nuclear power plant exploded. They're very big explosions. They're very dangerous explosions. People who live so close to them, they really don't have the chance of survival. So the thought of these nuclear power plants being close by our homes, our loved ones, it's very scary. Not only because, as you can tell here, all the nuclear harsh chemicals go into your body and into your lungs, which again causes cancer, diseases, and slowly kills you, right? So with the thought of these nuclear power plants being very close by to our environments and everyday necessities, it's not safe. So really here, with this presentation of explaining the concerns and everything that really is very harmful coming from these power plants, I really hope to spread the awareness to my audience and others who see this video and presentation, all the negative effects that these nuclear power plants have. And there are many disadvantages of nuclear power plants that were discussed, but a lot of them, with the concerns of health among those who live near it, also raises concerns for the environment due to the numerous surrounding waste dumps. All that plays into effect of why these nuclear power plants should not be so close to where we live, where we get our stuff from, and then with the unresolved waste dump sites, we really want to try to clean that up. We really want to try to protect our environment. Now, I'm not saying we need to shut down our nuclear power plants because they do produce some things. They do help with solar systems running and all that. Not solar system, like the solar panels kind of thing. Something like that, yeah, something like that. But they do have positive things that do feed into our everyday lives. But if we're going to have all these numerous nuclear power plants running, we really want to keep them away from our everyday lives and environments. But that is it for today. Thank you, Magnus Bailey Onestell, my audience members, my sister Ava Onestell. So thank you for watching.